Hola, mis amores. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hola, mis amores. Welcome to our all signs horoscopes for the new moon in Gemini. I'm coming to you live, and it's about to be coming through on Monday, May 26th. Okay, Monday, May 26th. And it is happening at night. So we're still going to be feeling it on Tuesday as well. Okay. And welcome to Gemini season. Welcome to Gemini season, everybody. Gemini season starts today at like 2:50 something. Okay. But so we're still in the last moments of Taurus season. But by the time you're watching this, especially if you watch the replay, we are going to be well into our Gemini season. So happy birthday to all the Gemini celebrating a birthday. All right. And our last minute Tauruses celebrating a birthday. This is your time, your season to celebrate yourself, give it up for new life. If you're not getting older, baby, you already know it's not looking good for you, okay? What's up, everyone? How are you feeling? How did Taurus season treat you? How did Taurus season treat you? I hope it treats you well. I hope that you nourish yourself, nourish your body, nourish your mind, nourish your community, okay? And took some time for rest, okay? Now, what we're going to talk about today is how the new moon is going to be impacting all the signs. We're doing our all signs horoscopes, okay? Because this week, tomorrow, I'm flying out to Norwalk. I'm going to Seattle. And as well, I will be gone until Monday. I actually come back the day of the new moon. Okay, so I'm going to be coming back and I'm going to run straight to my altar and get this Reiki popping for us, right? Because the new moon is such an important time because the new moon predicts what's going to happen for the new month. The new moon is ushering us into a new timeline. And there's a lot of cosmic shifts that are happening this week, okay? The sun is entering into Gemini, Saturn is entering into Aries, and that's going to be a whole vibe shift, and Mercury is moving into Gemini. So we have all these planets moving in. This is a heavy news week. It's going to be a heavy news week and an intense week for ourselves as people, where we can see that certain chapters are closing while new ones are beginning, and we're alchemizing into that. Because of the fact that we're having that new moon and Gemini, and it is looking more like a powerful not transformation, but I would say a realization. It looks like a powerful realization of our power potential. It is a portal. So we will be doing a quantum leap Reiki. Now, we have never done before a quantum leap Reiki, okay? It's new moon, new you, okay? New timeline, feel the shifts. And these are shifts that maybe you have been wanting to make for a long time. And finally, you are going to be feeling the realizations, the aha moments, the clarity that now you can do it. Gemini season wants you to change, adapt, to grow, okay? It wants you to be curious, not competitive. It wants you to get out of any like loops that you've been keeping yourself on, mental loops, physical loops that you've been keeping yourself on, and activate that inner child inside of you, especially with Saturn and Aries, that inner warrior, and what you have to do for your own self, what you have to do for your own independence, okay? So on Monday, May 26th, we're going to be going live at 9 p.m., okay? And I'm going to be having the candle altar for the quantum leap activation, for transformation, for this new timeline, okay? For realizing to our power, okay? Create the power that is residing in the mind. This is really about the power of the mind, the power that we have in our tongue, the power that we have through the thoughts, okay, that we are thinking. So it's like, if you don't like the way everything is going now, it's like about choosing new thoughts to get onto that new timeline, okay? I'll be going live with our sound bath healing session. Last one that we had was extremely transformational. Okay, the last one that we had was extremely, 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 extremely amazing because of the fact that I have these new sound healing instruments. So it just kind of upgraded everything. So I'm really excited about this Gemini one. It's going to be more playful. It's going to be like more childlike wonder type of vibe. And then we're going to get into our Reiki, distance healing Reiki activation, which will help promote peace, release stress, release stagnancy, helps us to release any bad habits, bad relationships, anything that could be poisoning our aura, poisoning our ethers, okay? Then we're going to get into our collective reading, next day Reiki report, and the candle altar. You can secure a spot on my website, BigEmpressEnergyLLC.com. Now, Gemini season is really my season because I am a Gemini rising. I'm an early Gemini rising too. Okay, so I cannot wait for this season. I cannot wait for this new moon, honey. And again, happy birthday to all the Geminis. I am also going to be finishing up the Money Miracles Reiki this week. Not the Money Miracles Reiki, the Money Miracles forecast. And I have a new forecast for the summer. Summer forecast, prediction, psychic tarot reading about what you need to know. Okay, this isn't based on the transits. It's not based on none of that. It's based on psychic readings. Okay. So I have a speed read as well as an extended read, and I can't wait to do those so you can secure your spot. Those are limited. All right. Hello, everyone. Happy birthday, babes. Happy birthday to you, honey. Happy birthday to the Geminis in the building. Let me know how you're doing, where you're watching from, and are you excited for Gemini season, or are you a Gemini hater? We got a lot of Gemini haters. Gemini's got a really, really bad rap for some reason. I don't know why. No, I do. But the point of the story is leave that all behind you, okay? We don't need that negativity, you guys, okay? Just because your ex that was a Gemini broke your heart or lied to you doesn't mean all Geminis are bad, okay? They keep things exciting. We are going to be in mutable air. So it's going to be a time where we're really going to be tapping into that power of your mind. Lots of beautiful conversations happening. Mercury is going to be lovely. Mercury is going to be in Gemini where it loves to be. So we can see that this season is going to be bringing us a lot of aha moments, realizations, adaptability, flexibility, and fun. Okay, fun, curiosity, like fun. Have you heard of her? Don't take life so seriously. Okay, don't take life so seriously. So if your son's birthday the 18th, pretty sure your son's going to be a Taurus. Okay, but you could, if you know the birth time, look up the birth time, date, place, and see where is the sun. If the sun is in Taurus, you're a Taurus. If the sun is in Gemini, you're a Gemini. It's that simple. Okay, so we have the new moon on May 26, 2025 at 11:02 p.m. Okay, so it's a nighttime new moon. It's a nocturnal new moon. And it's going to be right next to Mercury. So it's going to be very busy, okay? It's going to be extremely busy, which means that our schedule can be filling up, all right? That is kind of like what this Mercury vibe is saying. We have to be ready so we don't have to get ready, okay? With this Mercury energy, let me change this chart real quick to be a whole sign for us to get into it. Okay, perfect. So yeah, it is going to be conjunct to Mercury. This could also be highlighting children, spending time with children, children on the mind, celebrating children, activating and doing some inner child healing work with Mercury. Mercury is also piquing our curiosity. So this new moon, we may want to study, learn, read a book, listen to a lecture, listen to a podcast. New moons are always a time to start something new. So this could be something that maybe you had been curious about, something that you have been wanting to do since you were a youth, since you were a child, and you're finally going to be feeling the flexibility and adaptability to do that. Okay. So I feel like this new moon in Gemini is giving quantum leap. It's giving also something new happening within your mind, or the way that you want to communicate, talk to people. Okay. The way that you want to talk to yourself. You could be kind of evaluating your self-talk, your self-speech, and seeing, have I been supporting myself through my tongue, or have I been sabotaging myself, taking myself out, in this way? And I also feel like with this energy is making a trine to Pluto. Okay, is making a trine to Pluto. Now, Pluto is about awakening to your force, your power, and your strength. Okay, so we can be feeling like we are strengthening the connection between our mind, our heart, our spirit. And also, so often we can say things and not really have the intentionality to back them up. And so I feel like with this new moon, we are also going to be standing on big business. We're going to be standing on the things that we said we're going to do. We're going to find the power. We're going to find the courage, okay? Because we don't want to cheat ourselves. This new moon is not about cheating yourself. It's about showing up for yourself, okay? It's about seeing also your shadows and seeing how, maybe you have given your power away to something. Maybe you have given your power away to someone, or, that incident that happened to you as a child that has stuck with you. And so you are kind of rewriting the narratives. That's why we're doing the quantum leap Reiki. Okay, we're rewriting narratives, we're rewriting timelines with this energy. And Pluto could also be bringing a certain level of like, if I don't do it now, when am I going to do it? What are you waiting for? You know, are you waiting for permission? Are you waiting for the perfect weather? Are you waiting for the perfect time? Because there's never a perfect time. The perfect time to start was probably yesterday. Okay. The next perfect time is going to be today. Okay. Thank you for the badge, my love. Speaking of blessings over you, honey. Okay. So yeah, Gemini, we're mutable air. We're thinking differently. And as we have the moon in Gemini today, not the moon, sorry, the sun moves into Gemini today. The moon is in Pisces. So when the season is starting with just two mutable luminaries, meaning the sun and the moon are both in mutable signs, it's going to be a season of deep change. It's going to be a season of deep progression. Okay. And I also feel like with this Gemini energy, it's also activating our throat. Okay. Our throat chakra, our speaking. Maybe people are going to get back to writing, journaling. You're going to be hearing from people, you know, from the past. You're going to be reaching out to people. You're going to be fostering and gathering in community with like minds. This is a time that we do not want to, you know, close our mouths. We want to open, like closed mouths don't get fed. Gemini season. That's period what this new moon and Gemini is saying. Closed mouths do not get fed. Okay. And also stay ready so you do not have to get ready. Stay curious. And it really wants you to break free of the stubbornness or the shackles or the chains or the ruts and the routines that you might have realized you were in Taurus season. And we just had that full moon in Scorpio, which really unearthed a lot of the hidden realms, a lot of the shadow side. And so with this new moon, we're taking that information that we got from that full moon and we're actually making tangible change. We're actually taking tangible steps. So I would say that the best thing you could do for this new moon is something different, something that you've never done before, but I've always been curious about, always wanted to do. And I also feel like it's going to be extremely creative. Okay. And we're just going to be thirsty for knowledge. We're going to be thirsty to hear what other people think, what other people have to say, and, you know, seeing where we agree or where we defer. Okay, so it's going to be also one that could be activating our nervous system. And so we really want to take great care of our mental health, showing that what other people think about you is none of your business. Do not absorb projections. Realize when people are projecting. How you realize it is you're curious, you're questioning, is there truth to this? Yes or no? You know, and seeing if there is some truth to that, maybe they're not projecting. Maybe they're trying to shine a light on something. They're trying to show you the Pluto, show you the truth, show you something that was hidden. But if you're not relating to it and you're taking the task of being self-aware, then you realize it's a projection and I can flush this idea that they have about me or that this job has about me through the toilet. Okay, through the toilet. So we're entering into, like I said, a whole new timeline. Saturn's moving into Aries. So if you have Saturn in Aries, you're born like, what year was that, you guys? 1996? Something like that. You're going to experience your Saturn return. If you have Saturn in Pisces, it's over. However, Saturn is going to retrograde back into Pisces in 3 months. Okay, Saturn will retrograde back into Pisces after 3 months. Saturn and Neptune are kind of like doing this dance for the rest of the year, unfortunately. I talked about this in the week ahead horoscope, and it's going to be an exact conjunction in February 2026. And so this is like things are getting serious, and we're also going to need to maintain boundaries. This is going to be a year of great reveals, of fog and the veil lifting, clarity lifting, and saying, what are you going to do about this? Saturn is the planet of karma, and our karma is shifting when Saturn moves into Aries, into, you know, in your own independence, okay? And fighting for your rights for yourself. And Aries energy too is like saying, Aries wants things done today, right? Not yesterday, it wants it done today, or actually maybe yesterday. It wants it done fast. It's an impulsive energy. And Saturn is a lord of time and karma. So it just feels like we're needing a lot of patience, okay, when Saturn is in Aries, because we're going to want things to happen quickly, but we have to realize it's step by step. But as long as you're showing up minute by minute, hour by hour, the changes are happening. Okay, we're also prioritizing in that Aries energy what you want for yourself, not what your mom wants for you, not what your man wants for you, but what you want for yourself. Okay, so it's giving also this energy of independence. Yes, Gemini stellium. You have a Gemini moon. I love that. I have a Gemini moon as well. Gemini Mercury, Gemini Jupiter, Gemini rising. And actually this new moon is going to be right on my ascendant. Oh my God. That's going to be crazy. And that's why I'm going to be extremely busy that day going from the airport to my crib to do the Reiki. How crazy is that? Ooh, it's 111, 111. Oh, Gemini stellium's in the building. Gemini is big twin energy, right? Too. So you're seeing your duality in Gemini season, and duality is divine, which means you're going to see your shadow, but you're also going to see your light. You're going to see where you could do better, but you're also going to see what you've been doing that's amazing, you know? So it's not about putting yourself down, but lifting yourself up. Gemini energy is very light-hearted. So we also don't want to take on heaviness. We want to take things with a grain of salt. We don't want to overwhelm ourselves. We want to say, guess what? Even if I have all this ish going on, it's still going to be okay. All I have to do is take it one breath at a time. Okay, air, breathe. One breath at a time. Gemini season. Keep a light heart. Gemini season. Okay. You're happy that Saturn's getting out of your 8th house, Pisces. Congratulations. Okay. The thing about my chart is Saturn has been sitting in my 11th house since it's kind of been in Pisces, and my 11th house is still Aries. So Saturn is going to be staying in my 11th house. Okay. Which has been showing and revealing great things about community, friendships, relationships, and the internet. As long as it's not in my 10th, I'm cool with that. Okay. What do I want to talk about? Okay, well, we've already been talking collective energy for 16 minutes, so we should definitely get into our all signs, okay? Because, like, it's Gemini new moon. I could ramble on and on and on and on and on about it, but I do have to pack, okay? I do have to pack for NORWAC. Can you guys believe that I'm actually early today? I'm usually, like, late, but a broken clock is right twice a day. So I'm actually early today. And I decided to take advantage of that because I do have a lot going on. Okay. Aries, Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising. Let's get into this new moon. Can you believe I'm out of time? Okay. Aries, what is good, Aries? So listen, Aries. So much is happening with the Aries. Okay, with the Aries placements, with the Aries rising, suns, and moons. Why? Right? You guys just are coming off the heels of those eclipses. So you've already went through a big switch up, level up. And now Neptune and Saturn are entering into your sign. It's going to be there for a long time. Okay, so you're just getting acclimated. So I feel like with this, you guys are going through a period of maturation, okay, maturity, and you could be taking on extra responsibilities. Your patience will be tested in the fact that you are going to need to see what responsibilities are worth your time, or which responsibilities have you been saying yes to that are actually the distraction, okay, or actually a lie. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that's going to be revealed for you guys with Neptune and Aries. And so you could also be feeling a little bit more emotional, okay? Paying attention to your dreams as well is going to be very intense. Your third eye is awakening. It's lifting. The veil is lifting. You guys also have Venus in Aries. So it's a good time to treat yourself or do something that makes you feel more beautiful inside and out, whether that's you going to therapy, whether that's you, going to get your hair done, okay, whether that's you going to spend time with a good friend or something, whatever that is. Venus is saying to treat yourself. You guys could also be having a sweet tooth where you're eating more sweet things or something like that. I feel like some of you guys are going to be getting gifts or presents, okay, with this Venus energy. Now, we can't forget that Chiron and Venus are actually going to be getting close together too. So there could be wounds and shadow work that's coming up through your relationships, friendships, or community. Now, you guys, Aries, are not really known to be people pleasers, but with Venus in your sign, you're going to be a little bit more maybe compromising and also wanting to give back to others in your life, particularly this new moon. is keeping you busy, and you could be spending time with family, relatives, cousins, or wanting to do things in your local community that is close to you. It's also activating your throat chakra. So you guys are going to be having a lot to say, a lot to do. So you want to take some time to be alone, okay? Take some time that everything you've been doing for other people, making sure that you're doing it for yourself as well, okay? And the trine of Pluto, you guys could be reading powerful things online or trying to curate a powerful community, whether this is the like minds for business or maybe with friends, okay, with that trine to Pluto in the 11th house. Also, with this energy, you guys are feeling a little bit more creative than usual. And so you need to take yourself on like a self-care date or do something that your inner child would like. You could also just be spending more time with children because your ruler is sitting in the 5th house of children and pleasure. Okay, now maybe you want to be kinky, you want to try something different in the bedroom. That could be another possibility. All right. That's what I'm seeing with you guys. Yes, things are moving quickly. Things are moving fast. We got the 8 of Wands for Aries. But what I love about the 8 of Wands is that do not give up before the miracle occurs. Sometimes this is showing that you never know when your luck is going to switch, when things are going to be like, you know, moving so slow. And then all of a sudden it comes at you all at once. All the things that you have been wanting, praying, and wishing for. This could also show that, again, there's a lot of communication happening, a lot of messages, and you're trying to keep open all these tabs in your mind. Okay, but ultimately this is a good omen for you guys that things can change very quickly in a positive direction for you. Okay, so you could feel like it's happening so fast, but at the same time, these are the things that you prayed for. These are the things that you wanted. These are the things that you were looking for. Okay. Now we're getting into Taurus. Oops, you guys, usually I was starting with the sign that we're in, but I didn't. I'm sorry. I'll try again next horoscope. Okay, Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising. Are the Tauruses in the building with us? Okay, Taurus, don't be sad that your season is over. We're going to have another one in 2026. We're going to have another one in 2026. Now, Taurus, there's going to be, before this new moon, and I think even lingering into this new moon, there's going to be some awakening, clarifying conversations. It is really, for you guys, it's about getting it off your chest. And there could be something that just needs to be said. No, maybe no one wants to say it, but someone's got to say it. Okay. So also take what people say as a grain of salt and watch what they do. Okay. Take what people say with a grain of salt and actually watch what they do. You guys also are breaking generational curses. Okay. Breaking generational curses, especially ones that are rooted in your mind, your thoughts, and maybe even the way that you talk to others or that people talk to you. Because of the fact that Uranus and Mercury making that conjunction right before this new moon, the energy is still gonna linger. So this is giving a radical revolution for our Tauruses. And take a deep breath because Uranus is finally gonna exit out of Taurus, okay? Very soon. So that's another thing that we're looking forward to as Tauruses, okay? Now, you guys could be feeling more tired, sleepy, and drained because our ruler Venus is in the 12th house. And also, like, you're doing the shadow work. You're realizing the things that you do that get in your own way. You're realizing ways that you can self-sabotage or self-harm. And so paying attention to your mental health is extremely important, especially as Saturn is moving into this into Aries. You need to spend more time alone, more time in self-reflection, more time trusting your intuition. And this new moon is highlighting your money and your resources. Okay, so this could be a good time to find new streams of money, of revenue. This could be a good time to, as well, maybe you guys are wanting to buy new things. Okay, invest in new things for Gemini season. You could be making more money than usual as Mercury is in your 2nd house too. So we're actually really enjoying this energy, but you have to balance out the work and the go and the productivity with that time for rest and reflection of seeing, have the things that you've been doing been supportive of your mental health? Have they been good for your nervous system, or have they been harming your nervous system? Okay. And your nervous system is like how you're feeling. Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling panic? You know, so we're doing all the things that we can to pour into ourselves. Okay. And that can mean going to bed earlier, waking up earlier so you can write, so you can journal, so you can get your mind in the right set. Okay. In the right mindset. You guys could also be leaving a job or finding a new job, changing careers, okay, or doing something different for your career. You have a very powerful presence, and you want to also capitalize off that energy with the moon in the money house, trining to Pluto in the career house. Now we have the sun card, okay, Taurus, so you need to shine your light. You need to say yes to something, okay, nurture your inner child. The sun card is also saying there could be some good news on the way, some good news that's coming, and you're feeling lighter, you're feeling brighter after doing the shadow work, after keeping it real with yourself, okay? And yeah, I feel like with this sun card too, a lot of clarity is coming to you. A lot of clarity is coming to you, and you're also you're turning a new leaf. You're turning a new leaf, okay, on your finances. So whether this is fixing your credit, your debt, and all of those things could also be something that you're wanting to work towards. Okay, Gemini sun, Gemini moon, Gemini rising. Happy birthday to my Geminis. I just love Gemini season. So I hope that you guys have a beautiful time celebrating yourself. Now, this new moon is in your sign, and it is next to Mercury. And we also, don't forget, have Jupiter and Gemini. This is the last month for Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter will leave out of Gemini on May 26th, I believe. So this is a very fortuitous, okay? I didn't think you guys didn't think I know that word, okay? It is a very fortuitous, lucky time for you. Wait, am I lying? When does it move out? Oh, June. Sorry. Jupiter moves into Cancer June 9th. Okay, so this is the last few days of Jupiter and Gemini. Jupiter is the planet of abundance and expansion. So you kind of want to reflect with this new moon and see how you have changed. Okay, how you've changed, how you've grown, how you've expanded. Gemini, what have you learned in this past year? How has your perception of yourself become larger than life? How have you bigged yourself up? Okay, with Jupiter here too, you guys could be feeling like you're wanting to, overindulge or overdo something. So it's important not to try to do too much, because you may overextend yourself saying yes, yes, yes to things, and you need to be actually conserving your energy a little bit more, okay? But when Jupiter moves into Cancer, it's going to be good for Gemini too. It's going to be real nice, actually, because it's going to be looking like more money, okay? More money flowing to you, more opportunities flowing to you. You guys, with Mercury here in this new moon, you're going to be get flooded with deep sense of what's possible. Your imagination is unlocking into new levels, okay? You're also going to be in rooms with people that you need to speak with, that you need to collaborate with. And as well, your mind could be racing a mile a minute. So when your mind is racing a mile a minute, you want to write down those divine ideas, those inspirations that you get. Write down what's been going on in your imagination, what you want to co-create for yourself, because your words are extremely powerful, okay? And your mind is extremely powerful at this time. Now, you're going to want to stay flexible and adaptable, meaning that maybe something that you believed or thought a year ago, you completely changed, and it just happened out of nowhere. So you want to be open to the new, open to the different, and being able to flow, okay? Now with the moon here, the new moon, you're going to be feeling like a part of your skin has shed, and you're filling into a new layers of yourself. You're like an onion, you're peeling open. And so with this energy, what have you unlocked and learned about yourself? Yeah, I could also be feeling a little bit moody, okay? It's like maybe you wake up feeling okay, then by the end of the day, then you're a little bit aggy, so you're feeling a little bit moody. So it's like, okay, you're Gemini, like it's okay to be a little moody, okay? It's okay to be a little moody. Now Saturn here is moving into your 11th house. So you guys are also questioning about your community and your organizations that you're around. So you could be needing to have more boundaries with your friendships, or learning karmic lessons around friendships, around community, and have a lot of discernment around what you choose, who and what you choose to be around. Okay. Also, especially online. Now, you guys could be wanting to use the internet in a different way, whether this is you're using it like for Duolingo, or you're using different apps, or you're like falling off other apps, like you're using the internet in a different way. Oh my God, you guys got the Sun card. Oh my God. Okay. The Sun card for the Gemini, saying that the light is coming. You're lifting out of negativity, and you're going to be seeing the bright side of a situation. Okay. Again, you're going to be getting a lot of invitations, a lot of things that you can do. So you're wanting to be open up and keep a very light heart. And you're going to be embodying that spirit of your inner child or inner curiosity. I feel like new doors and opportunities are opening up for you. And so you are coming in with a brave heart, and you're coming in with a sense of, I know myself. When you know yourself, no one can tell you about yourself. Okay, so we're lifting up. Things are feeling lighter. Things are feeling also more creative, and your imagination is peaking. Okay, the possibility portal is open. Okay, yes, I love that. Okay, oh, 30-30, been live for 30-30. 30-30. Okay, Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. So Cancer, you guys could be feeling like you're tired. People want this from you. People want that from you. And all you want is a nap, a good meal, okay, to sleep in. You want to chill. Okay, Cancer. So it's going to be very important for you to maybe spend, in this new moon especially, spend some time alone, spend some time checking in with yourself. Maybe this looks like brain rot. Maybe this looks like bed rot, whatever it is. You just want to slow down. Now, you guys are already known to be very intuitive and psychic and be able to read a room to fill. And that's no different in Gemini season. Excuse me, your third eye is going to be even more open, more vibrant, and things are going to be seeing more visible to you. Okay. Now, Saturn is moving into your career house. So you could be feeling like work is going to be more stressful for you. We're going to be having more responsibilities and things that you have to do. And it's like, it could also be feeling like financially your things are getting tighter. Okay. You're not having as many resources. Okay. In some way, or you're going to have a lot of boundaries, and you're taking on a lot more responsibilities to make the same amount of money. Okay. So that's going to be very important. Your relationship to, to work. And it also feels like people you may be feeling more misunderstood by others. Okay. You could also feel like people are just not really getting your vibe, or they're like projecting shit onto you that's not even true. So that's something that could be a little bit frustrating. Y'all could also have a very surprising conversation with a friend or a troll online, or someone online that's like, oh, I didn't know you felt like that. That's how you feel. Or you're needing to check someone else in your life, and that could also be kind of draining. All right. Another thing though, you have Venus here sitting in the 10th for a little bit. So with Venus here in your 10th house, you're going to also want to treat yourself to something really sweet, really, really that makes you feel beautiful, whether this is a facial, a massage, nails, buying something cute and new that's going to help you to feel a little bit more confident in yourself. You could also be feeling like you're spending more money on these things. Just make sure that they're investments, and they're going to help you. Okay. Sometimes we pay for convenience. Okay. I feel like sometimes you guys are going to be paying for convenience. All right. Also, this could be a good time for you guys to like get into therapy or do certain things that feel therapeutic. I see you guys at bathhouses, spas. I see you guys taking just some time to chill. You guys got the 8 of Pentacles. So with the 8 of Pentacles too, this is about work. So all work and no play makes you dull. Okay. So that's why you also need to balance it out with rest, with relaxation. But the 8 of Pentacles is saying that you have a goal in mind, and you're not going to stop until you reach that goal. And so that might mean more time away from friends, less time, brain rotting in some way sometimes, and you're going to need to work. Okay. Get off your ass and work. Don't procrastinate on something that you have been wanting to pursue. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. 8 is also about transformation. So you could be wanting to change the way you work, how you work, especially if you've been feeling like you've been a workaholic. Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising. What's good, Leos? Leos had a time in Taurus season. Okay, Leo's at a time in Taurus season. Leo is extremely activated. You definitely, like I said, don't want to get out the Leo way because we have Mars in Leo. So you guys have extra energy. This is a great time for you guys to get back into a new routine, whether this is exercise, pickleball, daily walks, hiking. You have a lot more energy. Okay, so you need to use the energy in a positive way. Okay. Leos, are we in the building? Are we in the building? Yeah, so you want to use this energy that you have, this extra energy in a positive way. Now, you guys could be more on edge too and agitated. That's why you want to make sure that you're moving your body. Movement is medicine, releasing these emotions through motion, right? You could also be feeling like people are wanting to start fights with you, or people are trying to aggravate you. And so you are doing your breath work, okay? You're doing your breath work, being less reactionary and less impulsive, okay? Because the energy is flowing to you being more impulsive, overbooking, overworking, overstressing. Now, the new moon is happening here in your house of friendships and community. All right. So you could be making new friends, wanting to spend time with some friends you haven't seen in a minute or a long time. Maybe you're using social media or the internet in a new way, whether you're going to YouTube University, you're opening up a new social media account, you're offering something new if you already work on social media or do work or do things online. Okay. You could also be feeling like you're wanting to be an advocate, a humanitarian. You want to do something to give back to others. Charity work could be something that you want to do as well. Saturn is moving into your 9th house. So some of you guys are going to be wanting to go back to school or to take a trip, whether this is like a business trip, a work trip, a study abroad, school trip, something like this. And you're being called to question your beliefs. However, where are you right now in life? And are you satisfied? Have your beliefs been the reason why you're satisfied or unsatisfied? If you're feeling a sense that there's more out there for you, you may need to lock in with your goals so hard in Gemini season. You're setting new goals for yourself, new things that you want to do. So pay attention to the ideas, because you guys are going to have probably a breakthrough as well with this new moon around how you can achieve one of your long-standing dreams, or how your dreams have evolved and adapted, and maybe something that you had wanted 6 months ago has changed. And how is it now? You know, how has that changed for you now? Yes. Okay. There could also be some surprising conversations that you guys have at work or with people that you work with. Or it's like from now on, like the way that you work is evolving. You guys got the 6 of Cups, okay? With this 6 of Cups, someone from the past could be knocking on your door, okay? Ghost from the past. Some of you guys, it might not be a ghost from your past, but it is actually a goal from your past, okay? Something that you've been born with, like you've been knowing this for a long time, and finally you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it. Some of you guys are also need to be the bigger person. If you have been having fights or arguments with people, or you have like not liked the way certain people are moving, you're being the bigger person, and there could be someone asking for your forgiveness. Oops. Oh, you just started a new doula training. I love that. Yes. We need the doulas of the world. Okay. Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising. Are you with me, Virgos? Are you with me, Virgos? So Virgo, you are a mutable sign. This new moon in Gemini is going to be asking you to come out of your shell. If you have been having one, you're going to be feeling more visible, okay? People are going to be calling you. They're going to want you. You know, they're going to be on your line. They're going to be on your tail. They're going to be on your heels, okay? You are more visible. Opportunities are flowing to you at this time. The sky is the limit, okay? Actually, not even the sky, honey, space, okay? Because you're reaching into higher territories with this new moon in your 10th house. It's actually looking quite fortuitous. It's looking quite lucky for you. It's looking like there's going to be some really important invitations that you're getting, some really important level ups that you're getting, that you're wanting to say yes to, okay? Now, you guys have been dealing with the shadow side of anger, the shadow side of you know, patience. So you also want to be patient, you know, don't count your eggs before they hatch, something like that. Okay. So that's about also not everyone needs to know your business or what you're up to because they could put some evil eye onto your plans. Okay. That's another thing. You guys could also be wanting to take a spontaneous trip or get invited to go take a trip somewhere or to go to learn something new. All right, maybe going to school or studying something, reading a book, something like this, even if it's just for a weekend. That's what I'm seeing with that. Saturn's moving into your 8th house. So that's going to be a little bit tough for you guys. And it's going to be a journey that it's just getting started this year and it's going to continue for 3 years of Saturn in your 8th house, where you're going to be learning a lot of lessons around finances with debts, insurance, credit, anything that has to do with money that's borrowed or money that's given from someone else. If you are married or in a partnership, your partner's money could be impacting yours in a way where their burdens are more heavily leaning onto you. Okay. Also, you could just be working on paying off debts or, you know, paying off debts, getting better insurance. Okay. All of those things with Saturn in the 8th house. And it is giving, like, yes, have a plan A, but also have a backup plan because it's giving divine intervention. But ultimately, this should be a lucky season for you. This should be a season where you're feeling like anything is possible. And maybe if you've been working really hard on something with your career or your job, or, you know, just your general outlook on life, it's finally coming to you. And you're finally seeing how the seeds that you have sown and that you have watered is actually paying off. Okay. Virgo. Now let's see what card you guys get. Oh, the Death card. Okay, Death card is about something that has to change. Surrender, give it up. Okay. The Death card is also saying that you're looking at life or you're looking at yourself or your career in a new way. Like you are with the Death card, allowing what has been old, rotten, and spoiled to be the fertilizer for your new world, for your new chapter. And the Death card is saying that there's something that you have to surrender as well as look at in a very different way. Realize what stage you are in, what stage you're at in life, and how things have changed, okay? And how you are taking this death as a rebirth, okay? And this is also about a transformation that's going to be allowing you to see how powerful that you are and not letting the little things stress you out, okay? That's what I'm seeing with that. Libra. Libra, sun, moon, rising. Are you in the building? Libra, sun, moon, rising. Libra. So this new moon is asking you to adopt new beliefs, okay, around yourself, around your worth, adopting new beliefs too, maybe around your relationships. Okay, that's going to be a big focus for you guys. Just like the Aries are being activated, you are being activated like them, okay, by the Saturn and Aries transit. So you're going to be learning a lot of karmic lessons around partnerships, marriage, love, and relationships. And so this new moon is asking you to have new beliefs. And so if you're feeling stuck in relationships, you're feeling like there's a relationship that needs to be changed and stuff, or a relationship that has been a burden, Spirit wants you to focus on loving yourself first, because if you love and focus on yourself, everyone else is going to have to get in line or fall behind. Sometimes it's not about changing other people, but it's about changing the way that you love yourself, the way that you treat yourself, the way that you pour into yourself. Libras, you guys went through kind of a rebirth too recently that you're finally settling into. Okay. That you're finally settling into. Oh, you just started dating. That's not bad though. It's not a bad thing because Saturn is also like the planet of karma and time. So there could be a lot of karmic relationships. There could be relationships that last a long time, Saturn, but that teach you a lot, right? Because Saturn is about, applying that wisdom. So there is a lot going on, having boundaries in a relationship, making sure that your standards are where they need to be, that you've been loving yourself properly so that it reflects in your relationships is going to be a big thing. Some Libras are booking trips. They're going on vacation, or they may be graduating or starting a new program, learning something, something with their philosophy. Okay. Adapting a new philosophy. Is a new moon good for weight loss, discipline, Aries and Libra? Yeah, it is. Yeah. You could say it's good for weight loss because wherever Saturn is, that's where you lose weight. Okay. Jupiter is where you gain weight and Saturn is where you lose weight. So a lot of Pisces risings or Pisces could have lost weight when Saturn was in Pisces. I've noticed a lot of the Pisces risings in my life have lost weight. And so now that Saturn's going into Aries, Aries risings could be losing weight. And 2 Libras as well, okay, because they're very connected in that way of being opposite signs. So yes, it could be good for weight loss, especially for the Aries rising. Okay, let's pull a card. You're going to LA this weekend, something about law school. Comment moves, but I see that. Good, good, good. You're a Pisces rising. Did you lose weight? Did you lose weight? I'm a Gemini rising, and Jupiter's in my sign. It's not that I lost weight. I was really focused on body composition, but I did lose weight, but I feel like I could have lost more if Saturn was somebody. Okay, the Hanged Man. Okay, the Hanged Man. I love that. Congratulations on graduating from nurse practitioner school. That is amazing. Congratulations. Book that trip. Congratulate yourself. We have the Hanged Man. So you are seeing something in a new way, adapting a new perspective, being flexible. And it's also about surrendering or giving something up. Okay, surrendering or giving something up. With this Hanged Man energy, you guys could also be literally adapting those new beliefs. Okay, and being flexible. Maybe some of you guys who are wanting to go to yoga. Aries North Node made you gain a ton of weight. That's so true. Where the North Node is where you can gain weight. So now the North Node is in Pisces. So actually Pisces are going to be giving the weight back. They could. Okay. So, Scorpio, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. Are you in the building? I need to give up shopping. So that good thing with Taurus season is about damn near over. Okay, so you could give up shopping now. Scorpio, what is good in the hood for my Scorpios, my fixed babies? I'm so sorry. How was Taurus season treating my Scorpio risings? I hope that it treated you well. I hope that it wasn't so draining in your relationships. Okay. Scorpio, this new moon is in your 8th house. So it is giving rebirth. It is giving divine intervention. It is saying, you know, shit happens. Don't let a bad start to your day make the day a bad day. Don't let a bad moment make it into a bad week. Okay. Because it does feel like there's going to be things popping up from the woodwork that you didn't actually see coming that can make life a little bit more challenging. All right. This is a time where maybe you don't want to be seen as much. Okay. You want to take some time to go into your shadows and realize your power, Scorpio. So it's take it easy. I know you guys feel things in a very deep way, but don't take it personal. It's always spiritual. Okay. Now with this sun and the moon here in the 8th house, if you're in a relationship, partnership, marriage, your partner could be requiring more from you, or it's your partner and your partner's money. Okay. They could be making maybe more money, or their money is changing in some way, and that's impacting you. You guys could also be focusing on your debts, clearing out debts, focusing on maybe getting different cards for different bills to make sure your finances are in order, making sure that you are checking your accounts so that you're not getting people who are trying to scam you, those $1 charges and shit like that. You want to be very mindful about your bank account, okay? Now you could also be adjusting your insurance rates, getting lower rates. That's what this 8th house is about. It's about other people's money and your debts, as well as divine intervention, okay? Now some of you guys, your significant others are going to be getting on your nerves. All right, so that's another thing. But have patience. You guys are putting a lot of energy and effort and intention into your career, your work. You could be coming across more angry to people, more agitated, more impulsive. So you also definitely want to allow yourself to slow down. Saturn moving into your 6th house could show that you're going to be focusing on your health, your physical health. So whether this is you know, working out, going to the doctor, getting that lump checked out, getting your teeth fixed, all of those things is like focusing on that and getting more strict with how you spend your time and your schedule. So if you've been having these time drains, these things that you've been doing daily that haven't been helping your health, they also are going to be out of here. Okay. You cancel your subscription. Yeah, that's a good way to look at the resources. Canceling your subscriptions that you don't need. Lowering the money that's coming out of your bank account. Okay. Please. Let's see. Sagittarius. Oh no, we didn't get into your card. Sorry, Scorpio. There's the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups, highlighting relationships. Okay, make love, not war. It's about compromising, pouring into each other's cup, and also relationships being reflections and mirrors. So don't be so quick to blame other people for your problems. See how you also can contribute to them, or maybe you have been putting too much power into other people, and so you're taking that energy back. Make love, not war. Don't start none, won't be none. Okay. See how you guys can find a solution rather than making things worse. And some of you guys might just be focusing more on love, connections, and community, and the people who pour back into you. Okay. 2 of Cups. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, sun, moon, rising. Are the Sagittarius in the building? It's a big season for Sagittarius. It's a big season for Sagittarius because they're the opposite sign of Gemini. Yes. Last week was a very intense week for all the fixed signs. All the fixed signs. So makes sense, Scorpio. But Sagittarius, how are we feeling? What's really good? Sagittarius, this new moon is showing that, you know, it's giving love, okay, love, connections, okay. Well, so if you're single, you may be meeting new people, new love interests, also giving a lot of focus, energy, and attention to your partner. If you are in a relationship, that could be another thing. You're turning over a new leaf in your relationship where it's like you're finding solutions rather than focusing on the problems could be a big thing, you know. For you guys have also maybe been wanting to put more energy and intention into not only compromise, but getting to see something from someone else's perspective. And maybe some of you guys too have been wanting to take more trips or travel more than usual. So that could be good. You guys are putting energy into having new experiences, perhaps with the people that you love. Okay. Saturn here is moving into your 5th house. So with Saturn in your 5th house, you could be feeling like a drain on your own creativity. So it's going to be important for you to keep that connection with your own inner child. If you have children, you could also be feeling like you're needing to get stricter with them or change the way that you are raising them or relating to them or communicating with them. Because that's going to be a big focus for you guys. Karmic focus is going to be children. Some of you guys, it could just be pleasure where you're feeling like life isn't in technicolor. Life is more in black and white. It's more gray. So you're going to have to take more energy and attention to look just on the bright side, which usually Sagittarius can do, but there's going to be a drain on that. Maybe some of you guys are taking a vow of celibacy. You're being more intentional with who you choose to sleep with and seeing how sacred sex really is. That could be another focus for you guys, okay? But ultimately, it does also feel like maybe you're doing different things with your partners, your lovers, your friends, and you are, you know, there could also be like very necessary conversations that you're having with these partners or around your own health, okay? So this could also be health focused, that you're trying to make a change with your health, how you take care of your physical health, whether that's eliminating like sugars or eliminating things that have just been wearing on you, okay? Some of you guys could be getting certain things removed through surgery. You guys got the 8 of Pentacles, okay? So this is about work, okay? You're working hard, and I feel like the work is going to be showing. The growth is going to be showing, okay? And it's going to be showing in your glow up, and also you are going to be feeling like maybe you're doing overtime, okay? You're doing overtime, you're working overtime, you're putting in a lot of effort into different areas of your life to actually fuel that catalyst and that transformation. And 2, it feels like you're pouring more into those who pour into you and your family and people who recognize your worth. And if they don't, you could be letting certain relationship chapters close or die, okay? Because it's just not giving what it needs to give. Especially these conversations, it could even be shocking conversations with a partner where a lot of things are being shown to you that maybe you chose to ignore before. Capricorn sun, moon, rising. How is you doing? How is you feeling, Capricorn? Listen, this new moon in Gemini here is saying, listen, like stress doesn't look good on you, okay? We know you guys are the GOAT. We know you guys can overwork, okay, and overexert yourself and spend your energy on things that mean a lot to you, right? But at what cost? If it's costing you your peace, if it's stressing you out, there could be some adjustments that have to be made. Okay, this new moon is highlighting your physical health and your vitality, and it could be showing you where you let these little things stress you out. And so Spirit is saying you need to take a chill pill. Okay, you need to take a chill pill. Some of you guys are also making those doctor appointments, getting your checkups, dentist. Okay, if you have a pet, there could be changes happening with your pet or getting a new pet, or your pet is needing more attention as well with this new moon. Saturn is moving into your 4th house of family and home. So there could be like more of a burden or responsibility that's coming through where you live, who you live with, or maybe you're taking care of an older parent, or you're taking care of a family member and it's taking up a lot of energy and attention for you. So that is a lot of where your energy is going. You're also transforming your relationship with money, realizing that the number in your bank account doesn't equate to the value that you bring to the world. You guys could also be overworking yourself. And in that way, you're overworking. And so that's causing a lot of frustration. Maybe you're overworking because you're trying to pay off certain debts, or you're trying to pay for something. Okay, you have a goal in mind that you want to pay for. So you're putting in that overtime. Your mind is moving a mile a minute. This would also be a good time to get into therapy or focus on the physical, mental health connection. With this 6th house, it's definitely saying to take care of your physical body. It's definitely saying that, don't let this small stuff sweat you. Like, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't go from 0 to 100 and let little things stress you out. Do go to the doctors. Do take care of your health. Do, sip your herbs, sip your teas. Do the things that feels good for your body. Some of you guys are going through a detox, okay? Maybe you're fasting, or you're taking a parasite cleanse or something so that you can flush away the toxins, okay? Some of you guys have also been focusing on rearranging your home. Redecorating your home. Okay, that could be another focus for y'all. Capricorn. Eight of Wands. Ooh, 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Okay. Don't let things stress you out, because you never know when it's going to change. You never know when you're going to get your break. Okay. That break that's going to make you feel like everything is going to be okay, honey. Okay. 6 of Swords is saying that you are worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. And you need to trust in the direction that the divine is taking you in. Okay. Don't let other people project their fears onto you. And it also feels like with this 8 of Wands, things are going to turn out better than you expected. So again, don't sweat the small stuff. Ooh, your first therapy appointment in a year. Yes, you're on track. You are on track. You're doing the things you need to do, honey. Aquarius sun, moon, rising. How are my Aquariuses doing after Taurus season? Let me know. Okay, Aquarius, I know you've been going through it a little bit, honey, but this season should be bringing you a lot more relief. Okay, it's going to make your heart feel lighter. It's going to make your heart feel brighter. It's going to get your imagination peaking. If you've been feeling like, things have been a little bit dull, you're going to be feeling that spice in your life again. Some of you guys are just filling up your schedule with fun things or something that you have to look forward to that is extremely exciting. So that is very, very fun for you guys. This new moon is also about treating yourself. This new moon is about taking your self-care dates, massages, things that just feel good for your soul, good for your spirit, things that will allow you to rest and to relax. Some of you guys here too, with Saturn moving into your third house, you could be getting into a more like arguments, or you need to have boundaries with your family members, your relatives, or your community. Maybe you feel like you are feeling like you're stuck, you're landlocked, you haven't really traveled too much. So you're going to want to travel or take a road trip or change the scenery. Okay. Also, you're getting very strict with your schedule, the things that you say yes to. All right. That could be another thing.
Sorry, could you say that
Oh
again?
my God. Mars is in your seventh house, so you could be having arguments. If you're in a relationship, you could be having arguments with your partner, with your spouse, or you're feeling like this resentment could be building up, or you're just doing more things with them. Mars could also show that you guys have been, if you guys had a rough patch, you're building that spark back up again in Gemini season by, going on dates or by doing something that just feels like you guys can be young, yourself, kids again. Okay. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are taking on different creative projects. I wouldn't be surprised if you are feeling like life is worth living again. Okay. And that, you're prioritizing your fun and you're prioritizing what feels good for you. You got the Magician card. Okay. Magician card. I love the Magician card. Okay, saying as above, so below. So you guys are feeling like you're in your bag, like you can create something from nothing. That is the energy of creativity. And even if you don't feel like you see it in the 3D, it's in the 5D. So as you follow the breadcrumbs, the opportunities are coming up for you. Okay. And I feel like with the Magician card too, you're seeing, okay, how this idea that you have might feel so like out of reach, right? But it's kind of closer than you think. And you are feeling like you can create something that maybe hasn't been done before. You're feeling into magic. Maybe you're actually working with magic, working with tools, working with herbs, getting in your bag, okay, with the Magician card. I love that for you guys. It's also about new beginnings. So you could be feeling very brand new, which is nice, The rut's over. Yes, Aquarius. Okay. Pisces sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising. Pisces, you guys are mutable sign. So it's very important for you guys to know that this season is going to be bringing some change into your life. Okay. Now the focus for you guys is going to be home. Whether this is you relocating, changing where you live, changing the way, not the way you live, no. But yeah, the new moon, you could also be wanting to do something new or different with your home or your space, whether this is like redecorating or you're just spending more time at home. This is a good time not to do too much, okay? In terms of like, you kind of want to lay low. Okay, you kind of want to lay low. Some of you guys are wanting to shoot your shot with someone. I don't know, that just came to me too. It's like, that energy, that those closed mouths don't get fed. You're shooting your shot. Okay. New moon in the fourth house. You could also be spending time, not only at home, but with your family members. Okay. Your family members. And it feels like there's a lot of family events that you have to do, Pisces. So it's like, you need to also be very discerning with that. You guys have the North Node in your sign, like how we said. This could also be making you gain more weight. With the North Node here, like we were talking about earlier, and Saturn's moving into your money house. So with Saturn here, you're getting very strict with your coins and how you're spending it. Okay. Now, what that looks like is maybe you're getting more financially savvy. You're being wiser with your money. You're being more intentional with what goes out. You're counting your coins on what comes in, and you're learning a lot of lessons around that. You don't want to also You don't want to spend too much. You want to conserve your money. That's why you're staying inside. Because outside costs $200. Okay, outside costs $200, so you're staying your ass inside. Or at least you're learning more about your finances. You know, Mars in your 6th house, you could be feeling inflamed, you know, your skin is feeling inflamed. You could be having breakouts and stuff like that. So you could be wanting also to go on some sort of cleanse or fast, or just drink more water, especially water with electrolytes and minerals and salts and stuff like that. That's going to be extremely important for you. You guys could be having very surprising conversations with your family members or people that you live with. And that's the energy of like someone had to say it. Someone had to do it. Like we can't just keep on living like shit is cool or shit is sweet when it's not sweet. It's anything but. Okay. So be open, whether that's you to someone else or someone else to you, on the needs of the people that you're surrounding yourself with. Right. But yeah, definitely bingo nights at home, spending time with your family, family fun days, family fun nights. That is kind of this energy, and your house can be keeping you very busy. Maybe there's certain things that you're wanting to fix around your home. So that's also keeping you ocupado. And, child. I also feel like for some of you guys, family dynamics are changing. And so you're taking back your power from like putting it into your mom or your cousin or anything like that. And you're putting it back into yourself. Okay. Now, you guys got the 3 of Cups. I love the 3 of Cups, okay? 3 of Cups is saying that with this, you guys are you're having a good ass time, okay? You're partying, you're celebrating yourself. Maybe someone that you live with or your family is graduating, or they're having a birthday, and so you're going out, you're going out with them, you're having a good ass time with them, you're celebrating something. You are wanting to be around community, wanting to be around your loved ones. With the 3 of Cups, though, you could be overdoing that. So you definitely also want to reserve some energy for yourself and not pour so much into others that your cup is running dry. Okay. And you also want to be extremely discerning with your relationships, because you're going to be learning a lot about, you know, what it is that you want. You guys are going through, like with the North Node in Pisces, you're going through an evolution, you're going through an upgrade. And so people who are around you, they're going to need to play their part. They're going to need to play their part. And if they are distracting you, if they are depleting you, they are going to not be around by 2027. So that's another thing you guys could be seeing too. But we love the 3 of Cups. This is saying have a good time. Maybe have a good time at home. Okay. I love that. Okay, my love. So we did it. All signs horoscopes. Okay. Also, if you're interested on the new moon in Gemini, May 26th, we're going to be having our Quantum Leap Reiki. If you've been feeling like you want to shift your energy, let go of some shit, hop into a new timeline, okay? Make some deep, powerful changes in your life and your day-to-day, and upgrade your boost of creativity. Secure a spot on my website, BigEmpressEnergyLLC.com. Okay, we're going live on Monday, May 26th. Also, we have the summer forecast reading that are going to be very limited. Those are going to be going out in June. I have the speed read, which is 10 minutes, or we can do the extended reading. I also offer, obviously, astrology readings and personal Reiki sessions. So if you're interested, everything is on my website, BigEmpressEnergyLLC.com. I will try to go live when I go to Seattle. Maybe I'll do psychic readings. I'll do like internet, like collective reading, spirit tea, stuff like that. Card of the days. You will see my face, okay? You're going to see my face because it's Gemini season, honey, and I'm here to live. I'm here to thrive, not just survive. Here to be seen, you know what I mean? Thank you all for joining me on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, okay? Sending you guys so much love and blessings, and I will talk to you later. Wish me and pray. Wish that I have a good trip, and pray for me. Pray for my safety. Pray for my protection. Love you guys. Bye.